Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. We're continuing Warcraft 3 Reforged on hard difficulty, starting the Orc campaign this time, the invasion of Kalimdor. Landfall. Here we go. First two missions are tactical, micro, limited units. Following the mysterious prophet's instructions, Thrall led the Horde across the Great Sea. Now after weeks of traversing the raging seas, the Orcish Horde has landed upon the savage shores of Kalimdor. With their stolen ships broken and drowned, the Orcs cautiously venture inland, wary of the unseen dangers lurking within the crags of the desolate land.
War Chief, our ship sustained heavy damage when we passed through the raging maelstrom. It's unsalvageable.
I knew it. Can we confirm our location? Is this Kalimdor?
We traveled due west as you instructed. This should be it.
Very well. Has there been any sign of Hellscream or the other ships?
No, War Chief. Not since we got separated.
Prepare to move out. If our comrades did make it here, we should be able to find them along the coast.
First thing Reforged related is people have been
the
pointing
War
out
Chief.
how all references to calling Grom Hellscream Grom have been changed, and now he's just Hellscream all the time, maybe
Let's get on
Gromash.
with it.
And
We should check
apparently,
these crates for valuable supplies.
that has to do with some sort of copyright issue. I don't know
honors.
if what is 100% true. What I've heard is that it's
Nogar.
based on Honda motorcycles. That may not be true, but what is true is they changed it for some
Yes.
sort of copyright reason,
For honor.
which I find interesting.
Dabu.
So we've got the Darkspear Trolls with us here. They've joined us after the prologue. We got those extra prologue missions. It was nice that they added those back in as part of the official campaigns. And stacking
The
consumables
spirits
will be
are
actually
restless.
great on these first two missions. Mission 2 is surprisingly challenging, in my experience, of the Orc campaign. You really have to decide whether you want to... I don't think we can fit through there. Whether you want to engage
I am the War Chief.
side areas for more items or
Lord,
This
not.
is one of our ships, War Chief. It must have been smashed against the rocks in the storm.
Okay, let's get up here and get more Murlocs.
Let's get on with it.
Thrall back to level 1. Sure, that's fine. But what my plan to do here is, because we can stack them, I'm going to stack
are
up
restless.
healing wards and try not to use any on this mission. And then save healing wards, because we can stack them, I think, up to 6, so you get like 2 in one stack. Maybe more, I don't know, I've never had enough drop, but I think on this mission you can get enough healing wards that they would stack up
Nogar.
significantly, which would make a big difference for mission 2.
Your time has come.
Again, I don't know. You could watch my original playthrough. Well, not technically my original one, but my most recent hard playthrough of the classic campaign, where mission 2, I purposefully
Are
avoid
restless.
certain areas of the map just because
Yes.
it's too challenging to keep units alive throughout parts of that map,
Dabu.
with Cairn moving around with the spawned centaurs, etc., etc.
For honor.
All right, let's check down here first real quick. Actually, is this a dead end?
Dabu.
No, it's not, but let's come in here.
A great battle took place here. The clay is red with fresh blood.
Is there nothing in this land but dust and carnage? Those hideous creatures have the bodies of horses. Loktar Ogar!
Sounded like they added a voice line there. Like the grunt voice line there is different, interestingly enough. One thing I might want to actually do is have Thrall sit in the front and take damage, because we'll eventually get healing pots for him.
For honor.
The chain lightning doesn't have as satisfying of a blasting sound. In the original, it would go goom 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 as it ricochet across the different units, but now it's just like a little bzz. Not even a bzz.
For honor.
But there is a noise, but it's not as
Dabu.
impactful, I feel like.
Yes.
Okay, we should be level 2 soon enough we can get some wolves.
For honor.
And let's come on down
Dabu.
here.
Those pig creatures are unlike anything I've ever seen before.
At least they're prettier than the humans.
That hurts. That hurts, random grunt. How dare you?
Restless.
Alright, let's back him out. Again, if we can, tank with Thrall in general, that'll save in micro missions, your resources are your unit's health and your hero's mana. So again, we can save resources by tanking with Thrall because it's easier to recover. He has a much higher passive healing rate as well. So that's good stuff. My dog is drinking a ton of water next to me. It's been like 30 seconds she's been drinking. Hopefully that's not coming through the mic. I doubt it. I find it funny sometimes in a lot of YouTube channels you may notice people are always like, there's noise outside, and they're always complaining about that, but you never actually hear it come through their microphone. So it's just I hear my dog slurping up next to me. She's still going. And it's irritating to me because I can hear it. And it's endless and repetitive, but at the very least, I assume that you won't be able to hear it at all anyway. Okay, so we got a checkpoint. Let's come on down here next. More Razor Mains, Quill Boars, what have you. Zap them. Let's use this. I'm thinking we're going to want to probably use our healing scroll now. Again, we keep formations off because we do want Thrall to be taking some heat in these fights.
I am the War Chief.
And I'm going to try to avoid using these healing wards for later. No runes. Runes would have been a good addition to this map. My understanding is that we did see a lot of, not a lot, but we saw, relative changes to the human and undead campaigns, and supposedly in like the orc and the night elf campaigns, there's virtually no changes. So like even minor stuff like, your precept mastery training on March of the Scourge. That's what I would consider a relative change to the campaign. That kind of stuff I don't think exists past the undead campaign.
Are restless.
Thanks for saving us, man. We should hurry. The pigmen say there were other ships nearby.
Okay, that's our optional. And that might be because they ran out of time or they just didn't have any inspiration for making different changes. I don't know.
Let's get on with it. The horsemen are slaughtering those bold creatures. I led us here to escape senseless conflict. Now it
let's back these
seems
up.
we're surrounded by it.
Let's back these up. Centaur Impaler. Didn't they used to be called something else? Oh, their death sound has changed. No! No! How dare you, Warcraft 3 Reforged? How dare you? I never thought I'd be the person saying "how dare you" to a game, but how dare you change the Centaur death sound? The old one was perfect the way it was. Just blah! That's what it sounded like. I'm not over exaggerating. You know it as well as I do. That's how it actually sounded. I apologize if that came through loud, especially if you're one of those people that is watching my videos because you're trying to sleep or something. Sorry.
Yes.
Let's backtrack here because I obviously missed something. It may have been the first boat, actually. Oh, it's actually the main quest to find these. I thought that was optional, but that's fine. We can get some passive healing on our grunts and Thrall. I was going to say, I definitely have a feeling like I'm missing something. It must have been whatever was down there. And let's see. Is that it? Otherwise, yeah, we just keep going this way, or we come down here to these Murlocs. There's another boat as well, so we'll hit that on the way back.
The spirits.
Okay, so let's see what we got down here. This might actually be the first boat.
Let's get on
Or
with
it's just
it.
going to be a creep camp. I don't remember.
For honor.
What is down here? Oh, okay, it is a boat, and there's harpies. Oh, no, those are bronze
honor.
dragon whelps. That seems different, interestingly enough. Okay, let's get these down here. Thrall getting hit hard. Again, I'd really prefer not to use these healing wards if I can afford not to, and I'm pretty certain I'll be fine not having to. We'll get some consumables here as well, which will help quite a bit. I'm expecting after we kill these, we get some units popping out.
Time to die.
No. Okay, fine. You know what, game? I didn't want those units anyway.
It's time for a little blood.
You'd think I had just played this campaign semi-recently through like the entirety of the vanilla campaigns that I would remember where all this stuff is, but I don't. I just straight up don't. Okay, let's head over here. The only healing I have access to are healing wards. Again, I'd really try not to use any of those because we're probably going to need all of them where possible in the upcoming mission. I feel like I've taken more... am I missing a boat? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like, there were clearly crashed boats here, but nobody came out of them. Maybe we needed to get closer to that one to trigger them popping out. I don't know. Okay, so let's head on down here, and let's get to this boat. and that should give us some extra units. We got some Murlocs in there. Again, even just a little bit of passive healing is nice. And getting Thrall to level 2, sort of important here because I need some wolves. I would not have taken Chain Lightning as my level 1 spell. Actually, this might be slightly different in the sense that I think you were able to either spend your initial point or you had level 2 in the original version of this campaign. So I actually find that interesting. Okay, let's get in there. Zap them.
I am the War Chief.
Okay, these low levels are not really a problem.
Restless.
It's these level, well, the level 2s are also technically low levels. And as long as we're not losing anything outright, we're fine. Scroll of Protection, I should probably be using those. Now that they're stacking up.
Yes.
Hello?
For honor. Dabu.
Jeez, oh man. Where are the boats where you get the actual units? How do I not remember this? Oh well. It's fine. So at the end, on my most recent playthrough, I did this weird thing with the Murlocs there and getting some items. Apparently, even when you trigger Cairn, there they are. Even once you trigger Cairn, you can go and get those Murlocs. You don't have to go out of your way.
Thrumka, War Chief. We knew you'd find us.
Thrumka, warrior. I'm glad you're all safe. Were you part of Hellscream's group?
No, War Chief. We were separated in the storm. We only just arrived.
Okay, that's 2 of 3, I believe.
For honor.
And I am concerned about Thrall's health at this point.
Yes.
Thunder Lizards, that's level 6.
Dabu.
Probably need to get some sort of healing. I just need, like, a healing pot. I remember there being so many more consumables on this map.
Are restless.
Poor Tauren are all dying. Alright, you are, lead with the lower health grunt. Or the higher health grunt, rather. Hit their healing ward, please. There we go.
What you want?
Looking good. I think this level 1 is hitting my low grunt. Nothing.
Let's get
Still
on with
nothing.
it.
Real stingy.
For honor. The horsemen look as if they're dressed for war.
Centaur
Yes.
Impalers. Centaur. Weren't they called Centaur Marauders, and now they're Impalers?
I am the War Chief.
Who knows, man? Okay, so is this a dead end? This is probably how we continue the mission, actually. So we want to come back. Oh, okay.
None
Never
will
mind.
survive.
Let's secure this. Then we can go kill the Thunder Lizards.
Let's get on with it.
Nope. 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 Wow, he is technically sitting under the healing ward. God damn it. The healing fountain. Okay, get back in there. Lost 1 headhunter.
Master?
Oh, he's level 5. That's probably why he's doing so much more damage to us. Okay, great. So now our grunts can get healed up.
I am the War
Rest
Chief.
in peace, single headhunter. Thrall gets some of your HP back. Should have just used the flippin' scroll of protection there. So we'll backtrack and kill... Where were they? Here. We'll kill those things. And then we can also check to see what was in here. That's also a dead end. Again, I could have looked through the Fog of War to check this before. I just don't remember, again, where different things are on this map.
I am the War Chief.
Okay, we'll head back, and we'll go Thunder
honor.
Lizards, Lightning Lizards, whatever have you. I hope there's a Salamander Vizier. Those are like level 9 usually. I don't hope there's a Salamander Vizier. I just like how they're called Viziers. I don't know what it is. It sounds like royalty, but they're giant reptiles. It's just kind of silly to me, as if they have some sort of social order amongst the Thunder Lizards. I don't know. I haven't played World of Warcraft. There's like an elaborate quest to work with the Thunder Lizards.
Yes.
Who knows? I don't know. I'm making this up, but it's just funny to consider.
Yes.
Thunder and Lightning Lizard. It was nice of the Lightning Lizards to bestow the Thunder Lizards with the ability to shoot lightning. Otherwise, he'd be shooting, like, sonic attacks at us, you know? Potion of Mana is good for Thrall.
Spirits are restless.
I want Thrall to level 2. I just want some wolves. That's all I want, and we really don't need Farsight. If you haven't played any of these campaigns before, I think Farsight is excellent. It's also excellent in multiplayer. But from my perspective, I know the maps well enough, or at least even if I don't know where literally everything is, I'm confident enough in being able to pretty easily find everything on the maps that I don't need Farsight to reveal the map. Okay, very nice.
I am the war chief.
Scroll of the Beast we can use either at the end of the camp, at the end of the mission, or in Mission 2. We'll be using nearly all of our consumables, I predict, on Mission 2. But that's, sometime... That's some time from now. All right, we gotta make our way all the way back up and around, but that's fine, because Thrall will get some of his mana back. As we run back, let me bring up something. This is not related to Warcraft 3 at all, but I've recently discovered the joy of having someone come out and load my car up with my groceries after I've ordered them in advance. Right? Depending on the time of year or how much you're spending, it might not even have a fee to do so. And let me tell you, that's a dream.
Yes.
All right, where we used to live, we lived in the New York City metro area, and grocery stores there were just notoriously... It's not really the fault of the grocery stores, but there's just so many people that live in the area. I sometimes had to wait in line just to get into the Trader Joe's on West 72nd Street.
The spirits are restless.
Especially if there was like a inclement weather upcoming, people just went bananas and had to rush to the grocery store. And for me, I'm like, okay, it's just the day of the week I go, but unfortunately, there's going to be snow tomorrow, and now there's like a million people trying to get into Trader Joe's.
Dabu.
Trader Joe's, by the way, was great because their prices stay the same across the whole nation. So in New York City, where everything is more expensive, it's a bit of a blessing to get mildly cheaper groceries relatively. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is now I don't even have to go into the grocery store. The night before, I can schedule what I want to get with my wife, and then one of us will go, and then a nice employee will come out and load the trunk of my car with my groceries. If you have not done this before, if you are an adult who does your own grocery shopping,
let's get on with it.
As I don't know, based on my viewer demographics, maybe that's like 80% of you. I really couldn't say for sure.
Get on with it.
It's a dream. Okay, if you live somewhere where you can do that and there is no fee, or it's like cheap enough that your disposable income is able to kind of handle it, it's worth it. Let me tell you, I've gotten into a habit now where the thought of going into the grocery store, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? This is first world conversation, but let me tell you, it's nice. It's nice. That's all.
War Chief.
Well met, warrior. Has there been any sign of...
The horsemen are charging! Defend yourselves!
Luktar! Luktar!
It's just one of those conveniences that until you use it, you think like, okay, that seems superfluous. But once you do it, it's fantastic. It's like a Roomba. We have an automated vacuum. It's one of those where you don't think you need it, but when you get it, you're like, this is incredible.
I am Cairn, chief of the Bloodhoof Tauren. You greenskins fight with both savagery and valor. I am intrigued.
I am Thrall, and these are my brethren, the Orcs. We've come seeking the destiny promised to us.
Seeking destiny? It will find you in time, young one. However, there is an oracle far to the north which might be able to...
North? But there's an army of the horsemen marching north.
What? No. My village is in danger.
So
I must know more about this oracle. Follow them. Protect Cairn at all costs.
So he walks away, and that's the thing. You have to walk to him and
Master,
trigger the next section.
let's
Apparently,
get on with
I'm
it.
taking a commenter's word for it that he won't just walk up there and die. In fact, I'll throw down a quick save in case that's not the case. So apparently we can go down this way and kill the Murlocs before he walks into his village and triggers the attacks. Maybe. We're going to find out, but that's why I quick save. But yeah, so like a Roomba, obviously, just one of those self-running vacuums is not manual health. That's nice. That's more superfluous. It's more expensive. We have a dog with long hair. It saves us a lot of time and effort in terms of vacuuming. My wife and I both work, so not having to vacuum frequently is very nice. Yes. Okay. So it doesn't seem like they're actually attacking until we get up there. So it's sort of like, these technological advances. I didn't get a smartphone until much later in my adult life as well. And after a lot of people that I knew already had one. And I've always been like, oh, I don't need that. I don't. Of course you don't. Nobody needs any of this stuff. You know, we've lived for thousands of years without a lot of the technical advances that we have now.
Yes.
But a lot of it is sort of like if you didn't really know. Was this actually where I got?
We're under attack!
No, I'd say a bit of an ambush. Until you've actually tried some of this stuff, you don't realize how convenient it actually does make stuff.
Yes.
And just having someone come and deliver your groceries to your car again, especially if you can do it at a time of the year where there's like a special where the fee is low or completely gone. Like it's usually like $5, right? So think of it this way: rather than going into the grocery store and spending 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your list, some people are faster. Oh, Jay Barino, it takes you 20 minutes in the grocery store to shop. Yes, commenter, it does. I challenge your assertion that you can do your grocery shopping in 15 minutes. Okay, I get it. Some people shop faster. But typically, inside the grocery store, especially at the one where we used to live, the lines were so long and so many people were in there that it took a long time to shop. So the amount of time you can save, is that worth $5? Is 20 to 30 minutes of your time worth $5? I'd argue most people, yes. I'd argue a lot of people's time is worth, 20 minutes of someone's time is worth more than $5.
Dabu.
That's really getting deep into the concept here of, when is it worthwhile to... This is so many Murlocs. What is happening here?
Yes. Dabu.
Get out of there, buddy.
Slow. Nocta.
This is so many Murlocs. Oh my gosh. Is that more than normal? Is that normal? We're losing stuff here. Oh, there's a parry up there. I should have scrolled of the beast there earlier. And a pot of mana, which we can use right away.
Let's get
Lost
on with
1 or 2 units there. That's, it's fine.
Dabu.
Again, this is all about saving those health pots so that we can get into the next level with all of them. I should have enough units to handle the cairn situation. Haven't really played this one optimally. This is different that, normally in tactical missions, I am all about not losing anything. But not today, all right? Maybe you like that. Maybe some people are like, Jay Barino, you're too obsessive with your units. I understand. This one's for you. This one's for you, person who is interested in that type of play, who, thinks I'm a little too obsessive with the micro missions. I'm happy to fill this niche for you this one time. There we go. Next mission will be similar to this, though, where it's like, it's very challenging to not lose anything. I'm curious, I think there's more health, more healing wards somewhere on this map.
For honor.
That's just a pot of healing. I don't really want the Wand of Lightning Shields. I would rather have the pot
for honor.
On Thrall. Hello, Mr. Murloc. Man, this area just keeps going and going, doesn't it? I'll check over there for boxes. There might be some boxes. There's normally a Goblin Merchant on the next mission, but it's possible it's been removed. And I guess, especially here in the U.S., where a lot of industries are moving into a more service-centric, technology services-centric, as opposed to manufacturing. For people who are willing to spend $5 rather than go in the grocery store. And again, I recognize that that's a privilege of mine to have, the disposable income to say, 20 minutes of my time, no way, I'll just pay. I get it. It's to some in the world, in fact, to many in the world, that's a ridiculous notion. I get it. I'm self-aware of that. But here we are on YouTube. We find things to discuss with each other, regardless, just to share our life experiences. But yeah, bottom line, try it just once. If you think, if it's kind of expensive, just do it once, and then when that person comes out and they read you your substitutions, and you're like, fine, I don't care. Just put my items in the back of my trunk, and then you drive back home and you save that time. It's nice. That's all I could say. It's nice. Is there anything down here? Just totems. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll use our scroller protection.
Yes. For honor.
Here we are, Cairn. He still has the young bloods with him. I like how they just drop an HP. That's a little too abrupt. Okay, let's get some of these wolves out.
I am the war chief.
And I apologize in advance to these Tauren that are probably going to die because I
We've
refuse
arrived in time. The next wave is advancing.
because I refuse to use a healing word to help, like this guy in particular. Hey, at least it's not a young blood. I think a Khan ends up coming up, actually. Oh, there goes a Tauren Youngblood. He's dead. Sorry, buddy. I don't remember him coming from down there.
Let's get on with it.
Okay, let's get down here. Clump up, and then we'll use our scroll,
Yes.
which is, I think, like 20 seconds or so, which...
Look, Narash! Here they come again!
Let's get in there and kill... So the faction is Centaur Marauders.
Yes.
Ah, almost got him out. The faction are Centaur Marauders, and the units are now Centaur Impalers.
The spirits are restless.
It's possible that that's what they were called in, no! It's possible that's what they were called in, because, like, isn't it in the zone, Moradon? In Decilis, there were 2 Centaur factions, if I remember correctly. I may actually not be able to complete this because I refuse to use my,
I am the war chief. Where you want me to go?
my wards. Also, the Tauren aren't really getting involved here. I think the Khan just didn't spawn, or maybe it's not a Khan that actually does spawn on this? I don't know.
For honor.
I performed very poorly on this map, but just pretend it's because I'm purposefully
I
doing it to
am
min-max
the war
for
chief.
future missions. How about that?
Ah, they've brought a champion with them this time.
Here we go. Okay, so we're going to lose some of these extra guys. I want Thrall kind of in the front here. I don't have any mana, any way to regen my mana. Just move these guys up here.
Anything you want. Mix with a bad guy.
This might be the worst I've done on a micro mission from a vanilla campaign that I've played
The spirits
ever.
are restless.
Ever. But again, that's because I was thinking about min-maxing, but it seemed like, yeah, you should use those healing words. That was a mistake. Did the champion drop anything? Does he usually? Maybe... I think
For
I'm just
honor.
misremembering. I don't know.
Your tribe is safe, old one.
Thanks to you, young war chief. But the Centaur drove off all the game in this region, and I cannot allow my people to starve. Soon we must head north to the verdant grasslands of Mulgore.
And you fear the Marauders will overtake you.
Yes. The Devil's speed cannot be matched upon the plains.
Well, if you tell us how to reach the Oracle you spoke of, then my brethren and I will escort you on your march.
I am intrigued by you and your people, young thrall. You are more than welcome to join us.
So, did I just play really terribly on this one, or was this mission changed at all? And I'm leaning towards the former. I'm pretty sure I just played really poorly. Normally, I think I would use healing wards throughout the mission, though. And now, because they stack in my inventory, I was like, oh, we can bring these forward, definitely don't use them. So I lost way more units. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not like your boy's going to go back and replay the mission because he lost nearly every single unit in Landfall. I don't feel good about it, right? Because last time when I played on hard and when I played StarCraft 2, most recently, I did sort of like a role play aspect where like I try to keep a lot of units alive, I try to play semi-optimally and play according to the way that, you know, the in-universe characters might do it. Not super heavily, but I did sort of do that, and I thought that was fun. Does not apply here, where I lost almost every single unit. Alright, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.